Oh man, so Phantom is down 1% at the time of recording this video as Bitcoin has an up and down day, but ultimately still seems to be trending to the downside. If you haven't watched my video earlier explaining whether I think Bitcoin can get to 25k, make sure you watch that video, as that's going to have a huge bearing on where I think Phantom will go in the near term. In this video, we're going to look at the support and resistance levels for Phantom. I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm doing now that we've met our downside price target, unfortunately, here on Phantom, and what my next moves are in this challenging market. So if you appreciate that, make sure you hit up the like button, subscribe, so more people can see these videos. I would really appreciate if you can support this channel. Likes, comments, subscribes. These are the only ways that small channels like this can get some attention from the almighty YouTube algorithm. As always, guys, don't forget to support NordVPN. Links in the description. They've been kind enough to offer this community 70% off of a VPN. So again, if you don't have a VPN, stay safe in crypto. Get yourself set up on a VPN. It's an absolute no-brainer, guys. I'm not saying it's going to protect you all in, but it's like locking the door. If you haven't locked your front door, you can't expect much more in crypto. As a very, very least, you need to be set up on a VPN. It's useful even in leisure and hobbies. If you want shows on Netflix from different countries, or streaming, or play games from different countries, it's super useful. But definitely whenever I'm logging into any of my crypto exchanges, I'm doing so via a VPN. Now, what are we seeing here in the charts? And the first thing I can see straight away is that Phantom is having a down day. And you can see we open up the day here on this dotted line. And initially we opened up to the plus side here on Bitcoin, right? So the market opened up in the green. We had a run up to the upside, and then Bitcoin dumped here. It started dumping around 9 a.m. my time here in the UK and continued to dump. But then we got this massive doji candle, which from technical point of view indicates it's a reversal pattern, right? And then we get this massive bullish engulfing candle, which is interesting. It suggests potentially a move to the upside. But no, now we're getting a rejection again from our EMA ribbon here on Bitcoin. A lower high, you can see the high from there, lower high again. EMA ribbon acting as pressure, as resistance, sending us further down at the time of recording this video. So similar pattern on Phantom, right? We opened up here at the dotted line, ran up as Bitcoin ran up, dumped as Bitcoin dumped, relief rally as Bitcoin relieved, and rejected again from our EMA ribbon. We're currently sitting at $1.70 now, so we've quite comfortably lost our 179 level. We're very far from the 194 and obviously the $2. So we've got a lot of work to do to gain these levels back, and it's only going to happen through the macroeconomy improving. And if we head over to the macroeconomy, you guys may be bored by this, but the reality is this is what's moving markets. And any channel or any analyst who is not talking about macroeconomics right now and is talking about crypto without giving you this purview, they're really misleading you, because this is the only thing driving the markets right now. If we look at the futures, you can see that in the pre-market, because obviously there's a day off in the stock market in the US today for President's Day, you've got Dow down 80.84%. You've got 1.13% down on the S&P futures, and NASDAQ almost another 2% down. Really getting hammered here in equities across the board. And obviously we are in a risk-off environment. You can see the European markets 2% down on the DAX. FTSE was almost 0.5% down and 2% down on the CAC as well. So definitely a red day. Fear and greed index is sitting at now, we can see 25, which is showing that we're now in extreme fear officially. Okay, so we've gone from neutral to extreme fear, and the market really is falling now. You see, a couple of days ago, we're at 52, big fall back down to levels which we were seeing on the first dip as we were recovering from 32. Remember, when Bitcoin hit 32, we were seeing the fear and greed index hitting 11, 12, these kind of numbers. So these are potentially the numbers that could be coming back soon here on Bitcoin. Now, what does this mean for Phantom? What kind of levels can we hit here on Phantom? Well, the first thing to remember is if we head over to the daily chart, we can see here from the daily chart that we are well below our EMA ribbon, okay? So we have negative extension here on our EMA ribbon. We've been below it for a while. Even this run-up was very brief. We got thrown straight back down below because obviously Bitcoin fell, continued to fall. And now we're really trending to the downside. You can see here we got these red trend lines drawn on. This was our first trend line, which was to the downside, which we managed to break out of, but not with any vigor, right? Bitcoin started falling and we continued to fall. So now we're in this second red trend line to the downside. Levels I'm looking at now are 165 is our immediate support, which we're testing today. So we're testing the 165, which is, again, an important horizontal support level, and thereafter I don't see support until this region here. This cluster here is where we're going to see some support come in. If we bring out the VPVR, you can see that there's a free run here in this chart here. Can you see that, guys? Where we're at now, there's very low volumes coming in, so there could be big price movements to the downside for Phantom. Support doesn't start to come in until 155 till all the way down to the bottom here, 135. That's an important range here, exactly where this cluster is. That's where volume starts to come in for some buyers. So if Bitcoin doesn't improve itself, we could see some more downside on Phantom, and those are the levels I'll be looking at to continue to buy the dip a bit more aggressively. Like I said, I already like nibbling around the 200-day moving average. That's a nice level for me to nibble at, always is. It's a good rule of thumb for me, but I don't go all in there. And then you want to be picking up some more around this level here. Now, to address the elephant in the room, which is we've been in this kind of crypto winter negative environment, pullback, retracement for quite a long time. And a lot of you will be screaming at me, screaming at the screen saying, I've not got any more cash to buy the dip, quite frankly. And I feel you. I've been through this before. I know what that happens. And that's where the experience comes in. And I remember a wise mentor of mine once said, always sit on your hands, right? When you feel like you want to do something, sit on your hands. And he wasn't saying this in terms of crypto. He wasn't in crypto. He was a traditional businessman. But he would always say, sit on your hands. And what he meant by that is wait for a rainy day, because the rainy day is when you should put your money to work. So we get excited when the economy's all booming. I've got some cash. I want to invest it. No, sit on your hands. Do nothing. Wait for a rainy day. It's going to be obvious when you need to spend. So that's the first thing, which I do want to, give you guys as a little hint going forward. Always wait for those rainy days. Always have that little fund ready for these kind of moments when you just don't have anything left that you can top up a little bit more. The second thing I would say, and this is something I've been doing a little bit as well, is reconfigure your portfolio. This is a very important time, and I've mentioned this for a long time now. If Bitcoin was to fall to 25 or 20, go watch my video from earlier today if you've not watched that. If it was to fall to 20, 25, and we have to be prepared for this. As responsible investors, we have to prepare our mind for this eventuality. Then we have to ask ourselves, is every coin in my portfolio something I want to be holding? If the answer is no, that should not be in your portfolio. It means you do not have enough conviction. And the other thing I would then say is all the coins in your portfolio, you now need to try to figure out which one do you have the highest conviction in, because those are the ones which are going to run up the fastest. Now, we know that coins now across the board are super suppressed. So yes, even your lower conviction coins can rally to the upside and you could theoretically lose money. But you need to figure out which ones are going to run with more velocity. That's more important, right? So again, I love this elastic band analogy. You've got this elastic band, you pull it back. Even the rubbish coins are going to fling a little bit forward, right? You're going to look silly because the price went up. But we want the ones that when you let go, they're going to go flying. They're going to go hit, London Bridge from here, right? They're the ones we want. And so you need to ask yourself, are you in those plays? Are you in the ones that are going to rocket to the upside? And if you got a few of those, and everybody has a few of those where you're just not quite sure, maybe those are the ones that you can trim a little bit to get some spare cash to double down on the ones that you're super confident are going to run. When Bitcoin goes to 69, just picture in your head, when Bitcoin goes to 69, everything's looking good. People are looking to invest back in. Total value lock starts to pick up. Social media vibes start to pick up. People are talking about crypto. They're looking for the next hot project. Is your coin going to be running, or is it going to be stagnating? That is the question you need to ask yourself. That's what you need to do research on, and then that can help you in that position. And then finally, if you've done that and you still want to buy the dip, you still want to do some more buying, which obviously we want to do at these great prices, then the only thing left to do thereafter is go and get more money, right? Go earn more money. Do whatever you need to do. Spend less. Be a bit more thrifty. Go earn some more money. Do some more freelance projects. Work some overtime if you can, if you're working. Pick up, some more business clients. What can you do? What can you do to get some more cash? Delay any purchases. Delay any holidays. Why? Because you can go on holiday when it's on bear market. When it's on bull market, when it's 69, when Bitcoin's 100K, go on holiday then. Right now, that extra 5, 6, 7 grand you might be spending on a holiday could be going into Bitcoin at a third of the price, right? Almost. Similarly for a lot of altcoins. Still, a lot of altcoins super down. If we get some more downside, we could be back to those levels where we're 80% down on some of our favorite altcoins. So definitely you want to be getting yourself prepared for more future dip buys. I know that's what I'm doing here. And if you appreciate that, then make sure you're hitting up the like button if you appreciate these golden nuggets. As always, guys, if you appreciate this type of content, support the channel, hit like. Doesn't cost you a penny. Subscribe. Doesn't cost you a penny. Turn notification bell on. Make sure you're part of the 60-second club if you hit the 60-second club hashtag within the first 60 seconds of a video being uploaded. you will be entered into a price draw for some awesome prizes. We got things like crypto drops. We've got one-to-one calls with me where you can ask me any questions you want on a one-to-one call. We've got things like merch. We're working on some Old Man IA merch. So make sure you stay tuned. It's going to be exciting. Make sure you're part of the 60-second club. Don't forget to support NordVPN. Links in the description. Get yourself set up on a VPN, guys. Absolute no-brainer. Go support NordVPN. They've given 70% off something which is super affordable anyway. Absolute no-brainer. And as always, what I'm going to do at the end of this video is I'm going to put up my Can Phantom 100x video. I'm going to put that in the card in the top right. I believe it's on this side here. Click that video, because if you've not watched my methodology about how I break down if a coin can realistically 100x, you're going to really appreciate that video, because that is how we need to be thinking about all of our favorite altcoins. We hear a lot of people, can this 100x, can this 200x, can this 50x? In this video, I break it down. I explain whether I realistically think Phantom can 100x. I'll also link up the video at the bottom right of the end screen. I'll link up the video to the most important video you're going to watch on Phantom. That's going to break down why fundamentally I think Phantom is so undervalued. So make sure you go check that out and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one.